Welcome to Sunday worship service. In my travels, I've seen that in modern day Africa and also in the Caribbean, there is this just strange fascination with this God that was given to them essentially by the colonizers. And my question to these people in these places, do you really believe that this God is going to save you? To date, Nigeria has the largest Jesus statue in all of Africa. And I believe it's like the 4th or 5th largest in the world. Here's another view of it. And these people are really convinced that this God is going to save them. But what many do not know is that we were made Christians. The Vatican allowed the colonizers to go to our lands and make us Christians through the doctrine of discovery, because we were not previously Christian. The Vatican Church allowed the colonizers to go to our lands, subjugate us, conquer us, and make us Christians. But that is why they were allowed to come to our lands. Leopold in Africa, he chopped off the limbs of those in Congo. He was allowed to go there because we were not Christians. They made us Christians. One such colonizer is Christopher, slave trafficker, Columbus. He sailed to the Americas, the Caribbean and South America. He trafficked girls as young as 9 years of age, women, children, and the men did not escape either. These are Christians. They forced themselves on everyone, men, women, and children. They were not willing participants. They were forced. Many of our men were buck broken in front of everyone. They took the most macho man and they broke him down in front of everyone. And they performed an act on him right in front of everyone. Now, these are Christians that we're talking about that did this to the indigenous peoples. They would even take wives. We would jump the broom in order to symbolize our marriage, our union, our commitment to one another. And they knew this. And they would take that man's wife and said, she better act like she likes it. Otherwise, we're going to unalive you. Christians, holy little Christians. Yeah. The same Christians that gave you this image to worship and said it was going to save you. And you believe it. I need you to put on your thinking caps for a minute. And think about what I just told you. If we were not Christians before they came to our lands to colonize us, they made us Christians. They even wrote books detailing the gruesome things they did to us to force us to become Christians. Why do you really think that this God that they gave you is going to save you? Why do you think that Christianity is the way to salvation? Constantine saw a vision in the sky, and in that vision, he saw this symbol. Remember this here, in hoc signo vinces. It means, in this sign thou shalt conquer. And who do you think they were coming to conquer? Constantine is linked in with the Catholic Church. He was given the permission to go to the different lands and conquer the indigenous people with coarse, kinky hair and dark skin. With this symbol, the symbol of the cross that represents Christianity, we will conquer those indigenous people in Africa, in America, in India, in the Caribbean, everywhere we have gone to steal their land and make them Christians. This is why they have made the Negroes Christian. Do you get it now? This is how they've conquered you, by making you a Christian. Because the first commandment that was given to the Israelites is that thou shalt have no other gods before me. And you don't think that Jesus Christ is a different God from the God that said, thou shalt have no other gods before me? Deuteronomy chapter 4. Moses warned the Israelites that their future generations were going to worship gods of wood and stone in the places that they were going to be scattered. This is what the colonizers have done. They scattered our people to the four corners of the earth. I know that the false version of history says that we were taken from modern day Africa and we were sent throughout the world, but that is not true. Our people were captured in the Americas and they were sent throughout the world and dumped in modern day Africa in Christopher Columbus's slave trade. And from there, they never stopped dumping us in Africa, which is how Liberia came about, which is how Sierra Leone came about, how Angola came about, and all of the West African countries came about as well. And there in Africa, our people are worshiping this false god that was forced upon them by the colonizers, thinking it's going to save them, when Moses clearly said that you are going to worship gods of wood and stone when you are scattered amongst the people. And who are those gods of wood and stone? Allah, the Kaaba stone, Jesus, the God of wood, the wooden cross. These are the gods of wood and stone that Moses told the Israelites that their future generations were going to be worshiping when they were scattered in their lands of captivity. When you know better, it's time to do better. Thanks for attending Sunday worship service.
5 centuries ago, a portrait was painted, not of a savior, but of a prince. His face would crown cathedrals, hang in homes, and deceive generations. But the truth was never pale. The Messiah walked these deserts, born from the tribe of Judah.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
You're going to reap what you sow for destroying.
You're going to reap what you sow for destroying our people. Judgment coming, and it won't miss. Remember that.
We are the ancient mound builders and pyramid builders. All praises to the most.
I am Brue Vision the Warrior.